Yeah, just the quick risk disclosure, as always, little disclaimer. This talk is intended for educational purposes only. It reflects Mario and I's opinion and it's based on our best judgment. However, no warranty is given or implied as to the accuracy of what is said here. Past performance does not guarantee future performance, and no investment or trading advice whatsoever is implied by our commentary, coverage, or charts today. So that being said, Mario, if you want to take over.
Yeah, sure. Let's do this.
We are now recording.
Okay. So welcome to the new guys that we have here. The way we do this is not a seminar. This is not education. We haven't prepared anything. What we're doing is just meeting and trying to analyze ideas, find the things that may move over the next, ideally next 2 weeks, right?
Right.
So we won't be actually getting too close into seeing if the SPY is going to go from 310 to 309 or 38 tomorrow, but trying to position ourselves into a way that we can probably, some of the things that we're going to discuss today probably going to be in play tomorrow. Ideally, some of them are going to be in play a couple days from now or probably next week. So we encourage everybody in the team to please use the alarms, make sure to, at least keep an eye.
Take notes.
Yeah, take notes, keep an eye on those levels whenever you guys see it. Make sure you remind everybody in the team, like, oh, guys, we discussed, ROKU at the 123, 124, or the Tesla, we were talking about this, or NVDA, we've been talking last seminar, that was last meeting 15 days ago, we were talking about 210.50 and 205,
right.
And it's still in play. So those are the levels that we want to, keep all, and then from there we just create our daily game plan, and that's what you see we post in the main chat. So with that said, let's quick look at the SPY. I think something is probably changing. Where do we see this? I like to bring this to your attention, the weekly chart. Let's maximize it. So we have a clear break, and let me get my drawing thing, and this is basically what we have. We have the break right here. Finally, it happened after a little bit of a shakeout here. So we've been 3 weeks up, right? After we broke finally here. So this is something that we're going to be watching. We still got 2 days to go. And we want to make sure that we keep an eye on where we close right there. A lot of people, a lot of us, including myself, waiting for the pullback, right? Well, I've been waiting for this to actually come all the way to 285, but it just went through this like nothing. So that's something that we got to keep in mind from the longer perspective. Now let's go to restore the cells right here, and this is what happens today. And some of the guys also ask us sometimes, why don't we play SPY, right? And the answer that most of the times we give is we play it when it's in play. What's that supposed to mean? What I want to see is volume coming in. So here at the bottom, you can see the volume is finally, these last 2 days, when we go red, is above the average and it's going up, right? So that's something that favors or actually is confirming the move to the downside, right? It's not big because we're still up there, but at least it's something. It's a change, right? We've been having what, like small days. Look at this, all of these little ranges.
Right.
So for me, when they ask me why I don't play the SPY, it's like, well, I'd rather play a stock that is moving like 3, 5, 10%, so that I can try to make 1% out of that, or 3% out of that, or 5% of that, instead of looking at an index that is probably going to move 0.65 or 0.85%, and try to make 30% of that, which is like 0.30, right? Makes sense? I
Yeah,
assume.
again, the stronger moves in the
Yeah,
individual names,
you get the
larger
more
moves.
bang for you back basically. So this is what happens. It looks like a hammer right here, a hammer formation, which is we know it's um, technically it should be bullish, but I'll be watching, right? Because we finally have a little bit of a bigger than normal, right? For what we've been
Move.
seeing, move, right? So it's a change, it's a small change, and we can see it even better if we go to a 60-minute chart or half an hour chart. And this is where we finally have like a break of these moving averages that I see right here, right? Those are, I don't even remember what I use, but I'll tell you, those are so the new guys, those are the 30, the 65, right? And basically what they just try, what I use them is like, instead of me drawing the lines, I just use them like as for reference. It's not support for me, it's not resistance for me. It's just something that I use as to gauge the momentum, where is it, and what is it that I'm doing, right? So let's go back to that. So that's something different right here. If you ask me, it's finally we have a break of this solid uptrend. On a big red bar, we have the news, we have the volume right here, so I'm liking it, okay? So one of our members who's pretty good with the analysis for the SPY called the 312. We can see it right here. And then this is the level that we have yesterday. I was just talking to Kyle. This little pop right here is very important, because when you go to the intraday chart, you'll see that at 10:35, we have this move that stopped right on track at 312.50. So that was a level from yesterday, and we haven't been able. You see, we've been making like lower highs from there. So we'll be looking at this. That's like for the next couple days, right? We will stay, or I will be willing to take any longs if we close over 312, I'll say, right? Not looking to go swinging anything unless it's a special situation. Otherwise, I'll be looking for momentum to the short side, right?
Got
We'll
it.
talk about those special situations in a bit. And I think we're done with the markets right now, right? Let's get to the fun stuff. So what are we looking, guys?
I saw a request for Tesla, so we could
Check
go
that.
there and get that out of the way.
Do you got the numbers for that one, like updated? Because somebody told me that they are only updated like a couple times per month, right? As far as
Yeah,
the short interest, where we're sitting for that one.
let me take a look.
I got a lot of notes in here. Let me see Tesla. What is it? Where is it that we are?
Okay, hold on. It was 26.1, it's now 22.3.
So Tesla from 26 to 22,
So some shorts
26%
have covered.
22, 4%. That's quite a lot, right? Well, the problem is that it's so highly shorted, right? But usually when you have a stock that is like 10, 15% of the float, that's considered high. So if you have a 10, 15% float and you already close 4%, that'll be high, right? But since this is so high, which is 26, it looks like it's nothing. But that's important just to keep in mind,
Right.
right? So this is where we are. I've discussed these areas, what they mean. Basically, 70% of the move is contained between 320 and the 190. That's what this area right here, the yellow one, reads between these two yellow lines. And then we have the point of control, which is the price at which most of the volume, or the most volume, was done during this specific period of time that we're looking here. So we got a 235 right here. This is a monthly chart. What is showing is that we are going out of balance right now. So we finally exited this solid 70% range that was containing all the move. Now, if you're short, now you're starting to feel the heat, right? Because you expect it to,
Yeah.
I mean, they'll be like, I saw one of the talking heads on TV that he was like, yeah, but I shorted like a 320. So basically what
Oh,
he's
he's feeling it
saying,
now.
yeah, what he's saying is that he was like shorting at the very top of the range, and he didn't, you know, like 190,
Cover.
yeah, whatever. So now he's just like, yeah, I'm just in a little bit of pain. So assuming that he's right, right? He's like, I mean, let's say he shorted right here. So now he's probably feeling it. What I expected to happen is that we can easily go test the 300, 387, 390, and we got an event tomorrow, right? Gotta keep
Yeah,
that in
the
mind too.
Cybertruck.
The Cybertruck, the truck with batteries. I don't know who's buying it, but I saw some of the guys in the room, they want to buy some, so that's good. So here, when we go to the weekly chart, now we're only looking at the last 2 years, right? That's 2007, 2018. So what we see here is that the main levels were 304 and 310. Pretty clear, right? This is where the most volume was done, right? Here, this level.
Sure.
Right, so this is what happened, right? Some news happened. Now all of these guys that were shorting and were in the money, right, waiting to get their 100, 150, now they're starting to suffer, right? Most of them were, now most of the people we have to say they're at the medium, like a 3 or 4. So not a lot of pain right here, but when you get into this, now here's what happens. Now we have a, and this is a range we gotta follow, like not the 249, because I don't think we're gonna go there. So I'll probably put alarms at 300, which is 20% from where we are. But this level here, 360, is a must, right? Because now we're getting into the area where what's going on in the longer term chart can really trigger here. We start going higher, and we start triggering like more squeezes and more covering, right?
So keep a close eye on the 360.
I'll say 360 is definitely something we're gonna be following. And then let me see, because I have some here. This is some notes that I write to myself. I like this. I call it the drift base. Basically, we have the big gap up, right? A lot of people trapped, and then we have a pullback, like people that, you know, for some reason were long or whatever. I want to see what the pullback is. Now the pullback came on lower volume right here. We can see it right here. You can see my cursor, right? Just let me know if you don't see my cursor. Yeah, yes. So you're seeing like big volume up, couple days. That was the awesome Friday squeeze that we have, and then the following day, and then some people will, I don't chase the stuff, right? So this was like a long squeeze. Now we have a pullback, and guess what happened? It never really happened. I mean, that's like a very shallow pullback. If you're talking about technical analysis, we got this huge move, and now we're sitting on probably 33% of the top of the move.
Sure.
So this is a clear continuation move, right? I think
Right.
we played some of this. So now we're in a different ball game, right? This is the low hanging fruit for me, right? This move right here, this is where I want to go long if I'm not long. And now in here, this is a different thing. Now what I want is, now we're talking new break. And for this, I need volume. That's the only requirement that I have, right? Because we're working now on a breakout, similar to what's going on with the Netflix. We've been looking at that, and it has to have volume. Otherwise, it's not gonna have the effect that we want. Now, when you come and see the volume right here, you see that it's dropping, right? So that's something to keep in mind. It's not only that you see the 360 and then you're just gonna jump and try to chase it, because the easier thing that they can do is open it tomorrow at 359.88, and then the first 5 minutes they just run it like 3 points, 4 points. You buying 4 points higher, and then the stock ends up like today. I think we dropped 7, 8 points, something like that.
Yeah.
And now you're trapped. Okay, because when we're doing the day trading, it's going to be even more important to be This is what happened right here. Yeah. I didn't watch it today. So you see right here, everybody's waiting for the 360 to go long, right? We have it right here. Over 360, you go long. I don't know if you got trapped in here, but that was 361. You better kill it, right? It's not working. Now you see the volume, not really that big. You got to kill it, because this is what's going on.
Right.
And here we are. Now we're back to the prior day, the lows. I'll be watching these lows so we can have, actually, we can create a plan for Tesla in the shorter term, and we can trade off the 348, 360. Let's do that. 348 and 360 range. It gives us 12 points to work with and a couple clear moves. So what we have is like a bear 180, some people would call it, formation. We have a big up move and then just erase the next day. So I'll be looking 350, 348 for levels.
Okay.
To play, and if we break 348, I'll say we can probably test 338, 320.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's what makes it. Like now, if we go 350, what will be? What was this reversal intraday? I'll probably do what I have right here, guys, is BWAP. You know, I use BWAP especially for big movements, right? So I show you just in a bit. I know some of the guys have started using it. So this is what you have. Nothing fancy, nothing. It's just whatever Thinkorswim give us. So it basically is the daily volume weighted average price, right? So we know most of the people today most of the trades were done at 354.80. That's the average price weighted based on volume. So once we get over, let me do this right here, 355, I'll probably look at that. So I'm going to put an alarm right there, and it's going to be an intraday alarm because I know it's not a big level. It's just an intraday level. Now, what I want to do is I want to put another alarm right here on the prior low, which is a little bit more important for me. And of course, I want to make sure that I have an alarm right here. So we are aware whenever Tesla is approaching 360. So we have plenty of time to let everybody know on the team, hey guys, Tesla is about to hit 360, let's watch it. Now, what can we do there? It all depends on what you do in your style of trading. You can short it versus 360. If you think it's gonna stay in the range, you can wait for the breakout, take the breakout, get the pullback, the first pullback after the breakout, or you can do an ADR entry, or so many ways that you can play it. But at least you know the levels that we were going to be watching. So I think we got a clear plan for Tesla right here.
Agreed. Yeah.
Okay.
Good stuff.
And this will need to be moved. And this is because we got to be on top of so many things that I like to write my stuff in there. Okay, what's next? Anything?
Netflix?
Let's do Netflix. Same, since this is not recording, so we gotta go through every single chart so we can see what's up. We're still in the range, right? So I think we talked about this. I'm pretty sure we did. We got
last session we said 285, 292, but it needs volume.
And it's volume, because I think what we're again, I'm gonna bring you guys to your attention the area right here, right? That's the 70%. This is, we're talking longer term. And I think I was worried that I was not gonna get my DVDs if they go bankrupt. And I said for them to go bankrupt, first they gotta break this level right here with conviction, right? And then we're probably gonna start seeing the 200, the Bears one, right, whatever, right? But for now, we can ignore the chart, right? So we got this bullish movement right here of 260, and now we have it again, right? We're forming a pivot. It's not formed yet, but I think that's what we had, the 286, I think it was. Then we go
285. I had on my notes, yeah.
So let's go and see why we're talking about that. So now we know that we're just, this is solid. That like this is bigger than what we see in this weekly chart, right? So I think I said, and I posted 305, 300 targets 310 and 330, right? So this is the 320, but I think we can probably go 330, and of course the ultimate target with 350. That's assuming that we're reversing the whole move, and this is just
right.
right?
Gotcha. So we're looking at over 310 right here, on up to 320.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
And then
that's what I'm
330.
assuming, that area right there is going to hold. Like we're doing. I lost my right here, right? That's the
Right.
260
Okay. Support
something
zone.
level. So yeah, I mean, like, why not? I mean, I'm losing my. Okay, there you go. There you go. I think it looks.
But man, this thing's still been trading on pretty light volume recently.
The volume's not helping. That's the problem. That's the problem. It's been. I think I took a stop yesterday, like a quick stop on some trying to break. I'll show you if, because I remember when I start seeing the charts, I'm like, oh my god, I got caught in there. So those might be the levels we're talking. 289, though that's a little higher. So here's what we're talking. Big volume. So we have this reference level that everybody's looking, 308, 309.45. I think we touched today. We didn't break. You see it right here?
Right. Got it.
So
I think that's the earnings high.
that's the earning high. So saying the pattern today was looking really good. The problem was the volume. So a couple guys ask me, and I say, I'm not trusting the break right now because of the volume. So I'll take it if we get the volume. And then I shorted for a quick move, and I chickened. So I have a target of 303. I never got it, but you know, it went there. So big deal. Didn't make money on the big short, just a scalp. So this is where we are. I think we can trade 310, 300. Those are like two clear levels that we can watch.
What's your orange? Is that the 200 or what?
This
What's
should
that
be
at?
the 200. Yeah, that should be the 200. That's the 200, guys. And then the red one is the 50, and then the other ones are the shorter term 20 and the 8.
So that 200 lines up with your 330, which you said was a target a couple minutes ago, pretty nicely. Okay.
Correct. And it's not that I follow this too much, but like some people will define trends, like the price over the 8, over the 20, and over the 50.
Right.
And
Sure.
when you're far from the 200, some people say, some technicians will say that the 200 can act as a magnet, right? So you see here that we fell way far from the 200, so that you have a pullback, you retested. Now we've been like extremely far from the 200 now, right? So even if we get, that's not a lot, by the way, guys, that's 10%. So what I don't know if the news, if we're gonna get any type of news that is gonna move it to 10%. So that's what I think is lacking for Netflix. So I have this level right here, 303. I'm watching the 303, which is like right in the middle of this area, like where this hammer was, like some tails. I'll show you on the 15. I think we can see. So I'm looking at the 303. I have that 303, and then I have the 308, 309 for 300. But the real move that I want to get into is the break over 310 with volume again. And then we go here pretty fast. Let me see. This is what we're trading, guys. I'm not going against for now, I'm not going against the, look at that. That was a small break today, but I still think we can go higher. Here's the 302, 303, right?
Oh, I see. Okay.
And then if you want to get, but like a stock for like this, I rather have it like at a very good level, like 302, 303, or 310 breaking, right? In the middle. And I understand, like, we have that discussion yesterday also about ROKU. ROKU is a stock that moves a lot. ROKU needs a lot of management. If you're gonna get into that one, you gotta check the tape, make sure that the spreads, that how it's trading that day, how's the volume, that you got a solid pattern, what options you're gonna get, everything. So when do I trade this type of stocks? When I see it at a level that I really love. And what's the level that I really love? The levels that everybody watch. I'm not trying to foresee anything here, or create levels or whatever. It's like everybody will be, if we go over 308.25, everybody will have alarms on that one.
Right. Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
Netflix and new highs. Really, of course. Everybody's watching that. Now, where we want it? We wanted 310 holding with volume. That's when we add the extra juice that we want to be trading, right? Otherwise, we're just chasing with everybody, and usually that doesn't end well. And finally, just for a quick recap right here, this is a little bit of intraday trading. This is so you guys know that I was looking at the 303. Now you know, right? Now we have the 302, 301, but this is an area that I will be looking at. Now, what I didn't like was all of these tails, all of these tails, and then you have no volume. So I'm like, it's not gonna go, Then I went under this, and this is when I say 307, 305.50, we go short right here, boom, right?
And then the news carried it.
Yeah, and then the news carried. I wasn't in there. I had this part right here, and then I closed it right here. I was a little bit too early. I didn't know the news was gonna come out. I'm not getting those. I'm not getting those emails, right? Otherwise, it would have been huge. But it's the same. We're working with the same levels, Nothing weird. Nothing fancy here.
Right.
It's just the chart. What the chart's telling us. So we're working with Netflix. I'll say 303, and we have a range between 300 and 308 highs.
Okay, so yeah, but it's important to note that that earnings high that you have, I think that's really going to be the level to watch where everyone's got their alarm set, where your kind of turquoise dashed line is there on the daily.
That's
right through there.
I'll say 309.24. That's
Okay.
what I call a 310, because here's the other thing, guys. It's a $300 stock.
Right.
And we try
75 cents. No big deal.
we're trying to get like, it's 50 cents. That's when he starts moving, that's the spread you're gonna be paying. You gotta hit the ask. Actually, I mean, you gotta hit it. You went in, you gotta hit the ask, and that's it. Otherwise, we can trade AMD or something that doesn't that much and can make you money. Don't get me wrong. You can totally make a lot of money on those too. But I know you guys like the exciting stuff, so.
Right.
Isn't that funny? I mean, like, you post like Uber with a 10-cent stop, nobody gets it, but like 10% of people will get it, and you get like Netflix, and it can go up like 10 points or drop 5 points
or something,
and everybody's jumping like, oh, I won that one. Yeah, okay, it's 2-1. It's 2-1. It's not that big of a difference, but that's styles. So 308, 310. Let's call it 310, and now the 300, we're going to start watching this one, right? And as a reference point, just to see the intraday, the 303 will be a good gauge of what's going on, right?
Got it.
Now, out of that, we can see 330 and 293.
Noted. Okay.
We got 2 out of the way. You want to do SQ?
Yeah. Let's do SQ. That paid today.
That paid today. So look at the monthly. Similar to what we did somewhat similar to what we did in Netflix. What we saw in Netflix, we have a level right here. It held. So now we're back in here, and we're just getting out of the main zone. So that will be 68.28. I don't know what's the posted target, but I think it's like 73. Is that where we're trying to get it?
Yeah, I think that's one of them. I think that's one of the targets on there.
And we can see it right here, even better. This is the weekly. So we out
Yeah,
of the
in the topics I had 72 as a
yeah.
PT1, so pretty close.
This is a small alligator mouth. So that's not a technical term, by the way, right? So this doesn't have teeth or stuff like
You're
that.
gonna start seeing that on Instagram
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah. No. This is
Someone's
just
taking a screenshot.
oh yeah. This is the alligator. So basically, we got a level here that can act as support. I love it at 65. Some of you guys take it. I did take some yesterday, and I think I exited today because
Yeah,
we got a good gain on that one. It was a pretty good call, but I think it's not done unless we have like a real bad reaction in the market, and the ultimate target is 72. Now we're talking 67, 72. We can get 66, 72. That's 6 points. That's a 10% move. Should be able to make some money on that one. So
this action is kind of similar to what we saw in the ATVI with that kind of rounded base, like to call it the accumulation. So that's
this
very...
this can be an accumulation zone in here. Yeah, I see it. And I like the fact that it went all the way here. So
right.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people it's hard to be in this from 82. They bring it down to 55. That's 30 points you're losing. That's a big drop.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see how it reacts to 70. But as far as volume, like longer term, remember we planning here on a weekly chart. So that's like the big money, where the big money is sitting. But let's take a quick look at the daily and where we are. At least 69 is a 200 MA. This is what we talk about. And now I see what you're talking about, Kyle. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes, sir. Yep. Now, are we gonna do a handle? Hopefully not just yet, or after we get in, right? So we can do like this and then do the handle. But at least we get so you see my alarms right there at 68, 72. I'm pretty sure those were for taking profits, because I always like to
I see that.
keep it there. I got this one right here at 72. So now I need another one to try to re-enter, because I'm flat on this one. And I think most of the team is flat.
Likewise. Yeah.
Yeah. So 30, where can we get an entry? Not right here. Unless we have a pullback that holds into...
I like that how 66 was defended today.
Exactly.
That was nice.
That'll be it. 66.20, 66.50. But we will be playing like I mean, we'll be paying a pullback into an uptrend, like a short-term uptrend.
Right.
We need to be aware of what is that we're trading, right? So in this case, I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna write it down. We're trading the SQ for the 60-minute, 30-minute uptrend. So I want to pull back that whole 66.50, 66. And I would love to see momentum when we hit 66. I think we tested when the market sold off, and that's quite a good reaction today that we bounce.
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
Sold off right in a 66, then caught that bounce with that news.
So we go to 15. This is the 5. Let's go to the 15.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. I mean, it held well.
Yes, that's level, Kyle. We look. Yep, 66 is a level. Absolutely. Let's place alarms. And of course, again, guys, I mean, if we want to be watching 66.25, doesn't cost us more money to place a little bit more. So we get 66.50, and then I do the 66 actual alarms. So we'll be looking at that. Would you be willing to chase this to the upside?
I mean, there is a nice gap coming up. For me, I had it clearing the 200 EMA. It's different than what you've got on your chart. So I still, as long as it's holding 66, I'm still a fan on the daily chart.
Okay. Yeah, the longer term, we have no, I think we totally agree on the longer term, right? I mean,
Right.
longer term being the daily, we can see 68. On the monthly and the weekly, we can see 73. So all I want is an entry that I feel comfortable with, comfortable being good risk to reward. So I think 66, 65, 81. Yeah, that's probably the one that I'll do it. I won't be chasing this one. I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it. And this one's in the topics too, so we'll be tracking it through there anyway.
How about Disney?
Let's look.
Let's look where we are. So broke the daily wedge. We followed this one. That was a good topics from the guys. This is the wedge. We don't see it here on the monthly, but I think that was a pretty good call. Good job over there, guys. We love it. That's what we need. More eyes. And I think we'll see it later, but that was what happened.
Yeah, that was nice.
Right. And if you come as we get more used to this, you see the same levels where we are. So we held. Here's where a lot of the volume is happening. 134. So it happens to give us an entry with a wedge. So some of the guys took it, some of us chase it. It all depends on. I had to because I missed it the first day, and but it was good. It was good. Here's
well, that news pop. I mean, geez.
It was the news. I didn't play the news. It was. Was this the news? I think this was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was not in that one. I think I was in this. I was this day. Took a little game. Yeah, because this is similar to what we talk about on the other one, the drift. Like everybody, so we have a lot of people getting here. So
yeah.
Then when I see the reversal right here, I'm willing to take it. I think it was 137. Yeah, that's what the level is. 137. So 137 was like a big level for Disney. So here we are. We got the 144. Then we got the 147. 147 is being in play. And for now, what I'm looking is 147, 149. I think we talk about this today too. So we have a range. And reason why I like it is because it has expanded the ATR. So I think it could be played off the levels. If you put a chart 147, 149, it did it like 2-3 times already this week, right? I'll go to the chart. And so for this one, I don't have like a big target, but I posted this chart, right? The 15 in the chart, yeah, in the room. I think we did, yeah. So we had the 144 that some of the guys were thinking on shorting, and I say I want this, and I went at the same exercise that we did here.
Right.
I said this
another
is
flag.
Move. Exactly, this is a flag. In here, yes, you can pull from here. Absolutely, anything can happen. Anything can happen, right? What usually happens is like they trap some people. Once you see the trap, go long, right? So that's you going long off support, and you take that trade, and here's your target.
Right.
So we hit the target twice, and now what we have is like 146, 149. I'm willing to work with those, right? Because if we go again, like I said, we go to 15. Here's so clear. So clear. I mean, we have levels to work.
Yeah, it's a nice setup.
It's like there you go. Right, guys, always look to your left. Even if you're scalping, ultra scalping, at least have 2 days, right? Because sometimes we take in the trade and people ask me, where do you see 147? I'm like, look to the left. Look where we sold. Look where we opened prior day, right?
Right.
So you don't know why. You might not know why this is an important level, but if you come in here and you say, wow, that was something right there. They were selling right here, and by the way, oh, they hold it right here. And guess what? They try to sell it right here and they recover. That's a level. By the way, another one right here,
Right.
right? And then you come to the other side, and then you have the 149 right here. You have the 149 right here. You have the 149 right here. I don't care if we went to 149.50 because I'm not chasing after we have this one directional move. I don't want to be buying right here. Not that I don't want to be buying the breakout. That's a different story. But after you have this one directional move, I'm not buying right there. I probably miss that trade. I don't care, right? What happens again today? Boom. They show us the 149. Careful with that one, but we got to be on top of that. Look at the 147 now. Now we finally, after I'll say 3 days, we finally under 147. So this one's one to watch. We're not into prediction business here. You know that, guys. So we watch how we react to 147.50 or to 146, 146.50. I think that's a trade for tomorrow, because we got a level right there. So let's write it down. We work with Disney 147, 149 as a range. And I'm willing to go short below versus, that's what I call versus 147. We can probably test 144, 44.50, and so you don't think I'm making this up. It's right here, right to the left. Yeah. we will have some reaction in here, of course, right? You see here, yeah, 146 probably is going to give us a hard. Ideally, what is going to happen is going to go here, and then it's going to go like this, and then that's a better trade. So, but I think Disney could be something we want to watch. I don't want to be really, really long until we get 149.50 as now. Here's the big question: do we think the market's gonna continue higher? So is this a swing opportunity to get into Disney at a discount? I don't feel like it. I don't feel
so
like
you won't take the flag breakout for a swing?
I mean, I cannot say that right now because I don't know how it's going to break. If we have a breakout with huge volume, sweeps, news that
Right.
support
Okay.
the breakout, I'll be willing to do something like what I did with the MJ stock, right? CJC or Locking Coffee or one of those, right? If I see it, I tend to the way that I tend to attack my swings is I like to call an intra to swing, right? So what I try to get is an intraday entry into my swing. So that way, if it's working during the day, I'm probably just keeping some part of my trade as a free trade because I already bank
Gotcha.
into the move within the day. So the next day is like, yeah, I don't care if it's going to come down and stop me, because I'm just giving up a little bit of my profits, but I'm keeping the potential because the move is showing me that it may continue for a day or two more. So yeah, that's
Sure. Okay.
my response. Yeah. Because we
Okay,
all
because
can high.
this setup is, I mean, it's almost kind of a little reminiscent of the Microsoft too, that had the gap up on that Pentagon contract or whatever it was, and then traded sideways. So
Let's do this pretty fast. Look at how tight this move was in Microsoft. Like we have big move up and then
Right.
very tight.
Oh,
And
okay.
look what we have right here.
Sure.
Right?
So it is a little different.
It is, yeah, it's like same difference when they say that, right? It's like, yeah, pretty close to, but not really, because now we see a lot of volume in here in Disney, you see? Microsoft was like all the volume was right here, right? And this was not as, look at how, I mean, look at how it's been moving basically, right?
Right. Gotcha. Okay.
Yes.
Noted.
Yeah. I like it at 131. Don't get me wrong. 131, 134, but I don't think we're going to see it down there. Hey, if the market sells off, you know, yeah,
Sure.
that would be, actually, we should have alarms down there, you know. Actually, we should have like orders ready at 134. Yeah, big deal. Okay, so let's clear drawings, and we did the Disney. We got, I don't know what the guys are watching
BA,
now.
Boeing, NVDA.
You guys love the Boeing, huh? What do I say about Boeing? It's just in the range.
Wow, look at that monthly. Jeez.
Yeah, horrible range. News.
Yeah, that's pretty boring.
I mean, it's right there. Again, it's like, oh, you just moved 3 points. Yeah, but it's $300. How much are you risking to get those? You can scalp it. Yeah, I'd rather scalp something else, to be quite honest.
Yeah, and I think the volume has been pretty light here.
We can check.
Unless there's some kind of news event, it'll pop up. But.
It traded 70% today of the normal volume, so it's doing 3 million. And actually, yeah, today was below. Yesterday was higher. I think there was news yesterday, and they have that spike on some news about recall for the.
Yeah, no, they dropped on that news.
Right. So this is a big move. That's the day that if you're, I don't know. This just frustrates me a little bit. Because I have the levels. We're still working with the same levels.
Right. Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
370, 367, 361. Where do I really want to get involved into this?
You know, come to think of it, I think in the last session we actually said we're going to leave Boeing alone.
I think 360, 360, it never hurts to have an alarm for fun. It actually almost triggered yesterday. Yeah, but it's not something that I see. Eventually, they're gonna come up and start flying the planes and whatever. So they're gonna go to 400,
right?
420. But I don't want to be missing the easy moves because I'm watching Boeing doing nothing, pretty much.
Right.
That's like my conclusion. That's like just what I think. This has nothing. Everybody's free to do like this. I mean, like a 300, almost $400 stock trading this. I don't want to be into that.
Right? Yeah, great point.
Some people specialize in this, right? They sell right here and they buy right here and they make 2 points right here. And then, whatever. I mean, it's a good trade. If you get but you have to be, I mean, that's got to be your cup of tea, not mine. So, Boeing.
So pass on the Boeing. Okay.
Boeing, I'm not flying that thing till it's been clear at least 5 years. That's the only thing I know. Okay.
Yeah.
NVIDIA. Oh my God, I want to be long NVIDIA. Jesus. Now, recap. We've been watching this one for a long time now.
Yeah.
We've been saying the same. I think we have made some money out of this. Not enough, not as much as I wanted to. We clear the level, right? Longer term. I think I don't need to go to the other one, right here. This is a big alligator. Here's a div, right?
Favorite indicator.
Yeah, so we try to take it right here, and that's where we are now. Question is, we're in the middle. Like for me, it's the middle of the range. So for me, NVIDIA, it's pure momentum. Basically, I'll buy it when I see it with the solid.
Middle of the range. Are you talking about middle of like the volume profile there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Longer term perspective, right? Like I don't want to be swinging this one right here. I may take a lot of stops before I could buy it 210, 211. My stop will be 200, right? Otherwise, I can get stopped anytime.
Right.
And the pattern hasn't failed. So it's me failing to the pattern. And this is what you see the 200 right here, you get stopped unless you give it like the actual move. This is important. I don't know what happened that day. This is a big red volume that got negated the day after.
Earnings.
Oh, that was the earnings. Yes, sir. I don't know why this one's not showing me my earnings. So anyways, yeah, this is the earnings. So this is good. Yeah, bullish. We gotta keep looking at this. Yep. Sold off horrible today when they came up with the news about the market, and it did recover a little bit, but now what we have we have a 212 to 212.50. Yeah, 212 250. This is as clear as you can get, right? I think
212 206.
And look at this. And this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's the range.
Like the 206, yes. But then if I wanted to be like swinging, I'll probably give it like 200, which is a little bit too much. But I know, like, based on the action yesterday and the action today, that it's NVIDIA. It's $200. It can stop you 10, 15 points in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So size.
So are you scalping the range? 206, 212? Or are you waiting for a breakout or breakdown? No comment.
This is what I'll do. It's a range, and I'll open it to 205, 213.
Okay.
Right.
I gotcha.
So let's just for fun. I'll say there's my alarms. You see it right there. Here's my alarm 1. Here's my alarm 2. So I'm working with, right?
Right. So you got 212. Okay.
Yeah. 212, 212, 212, 206. Yes,
okay.
Definitely. Let's watch it. NVIDIA. Now, I'm not sure if I answer the question. It's what do we do? How do we get?
Are you scalping the range? Because the range it's given nice moves. It gave a nice move today, like basically right off 206 from the open.
Mm-hmm. I think I scalped it yesterday, right? I don't even remember. I think I scalped the 206 yesterday. So I'll probably do it again as long as we hold 206, right? I have 204 as the next level.
Okay.
And the reason why I see it like that, and you're free to interpret that, is because I see this as buying and I see this as buying. Where's that yellow comes from? So for me, it's like buyers usually, but you have to take into account that that it can drop. Of course, now I can see that this was the day of the earnings. So I got buyers right there. This is a bullish reversal too at 206. So I'm expecting this to hold. And today we probably have this one. So probably we're not even gonna see 206, but we have an intermediate. And now I'm getting into the intraday stuff. So I'll probably be looking at 208 too as a level for NVIDIA, right? Just because of that, of this buying that happened right here.
Okay, got it.
But NVIDIA, yes. So what are we doing? 212?
212. Yeah.
And we watched the 208 and the 206. How's that?
I like it.
Intra. Right?
Now,
remember,
breakdown target, you got 200. I see it there. What about a breakout upside?
Upside. Let's go to the charts. Let's go to the crystal ball. Let's go to the crystal ball. I like the action right here. I like the engulfing of here. So 214.55, assuming we cleared that, which is today's high. Guys, 230.
Wow.
I mean, we got nothing after that. And we're 52-week highs. Well, yearly highs. I don't know if it's 52, but we're close to, right? Yeah, sure. Actually, this is November. And where were we in November? Right here. So we are close to, yeah, look, 52-week highs will be 217.20. Yep. November 5. So
that's the 5th. We're on the 20th. I think I saw something in the think tank about 52-week highs today. So,
I think we are 52-week highs. So usually when you get into 52-week highs and you have the momentum, meaning the volume coming in, and 230, I don't know if NVIDIA is in that. I posted for you guys when AMAT reported earnings that it's on the, Investor Business Daily. They have like 197 sectors that they follow, and they rank it by the strength. And the top level is I think I posted
semis.
Yeah. The problem is that they say that CLAC was the first one and AMAT was the 9th. What I don't know who's the rest. I don't have the full list. I didn't complete my research, but the industry group that they're located is like the number 1. So if the market's gonna go, this is like a good place to be in, right? This is like the strongest sector, assuming NVIDIA is in the same sector, right?
Right. Yeah.
So why not? I mean, it's just 10%. 230 is 10% from where we are.
Okay.
It doesn't sound too crazy. So besides, we gotta be talking again in 15 days. So we gotta give it room to run, right?
Right.
You don't want me calling. Oh, 216. It's like, yeah. What do we do now? I mean, we are 217. What do we now? 230, man. Try to get it to 230.
Yeah, good point. Okay.
I wish it was like that. Let's see the AMD that we've been. Oh my God! Look at this thing.
Jeez.
Yeah, I know. I have 3960 trying to buy it. Never saw it. You just keep going. Volume, is it confirming? We are out of every single thing. I mean, we are all-time highs.
No man's land.
No man's land. So basically how we trade this one, and everybody has their style and everything. I try to get involved whenever we have.
Wow, look at that daily candle today. Big doji.
But that was because of the news, right? So actually that gives us a good reference point. That's what I was trying to, find. Like where do we have a reference point for that one? Like now we know 40 will be something where I will put an alarm, right? I want to see 40, and I want to see specifically 39.75, 35 feet, 39.50, which is the bottom of this candle, right?
Like, prior day low?
Yeah, like back in the day when they teach me when I was studying technical analysis, they say you cannot ignore. Let me see. How do I do that? Oh yeah, here we go. I'm trying to
Friday
find it.
low.
Not the low, but the action, because they say that's the power that the bears actually have, right?
Oh,
On
okay.
that particular
Gotcha.
day, like we've been so strong, so strong, so strong, and this day they finally decided to try to bring it down, and that was all that they could do, right? And they just closed it and new highs. So today we have the bears, and they couldn't break 40 again. So that's why I'll be looking at the 40, and I think this level is 39.70. So that'll be interesting. I'm gonna put this on a side note, AMD, because it's not like a big trade. I mean, we're not making a big call right here. We're just seeing momentum on this one. It's a very strong stock, strong stock. Whenever we see it at a level that we like, so now I have alarms at I'll say 39.70 and the 40, right? That doesn't mean I'm shorting that level, right? Because you've seen what happens a couple of the times that we tested. Now,
Yeah.
what I'll be looking is for how we react to the area, right? Actually, let me show you something right here.
So you're looking for a bounce play.
Yeah, exactly. Look at here. That's our level, right? That's the 30. That's the 40 bucks. So all I'm doing over there with the candles is just trying to show this, that I'll be interested in that one right here if we get to that point, and write it for, I don't know, one day, a couple. That would be like an example of what I will do as a intra to hold. Here's what I like to see. Yeah, we traded this one yesterday. I think I posted this one too on Instagram. I think AMD with options. This was played yesterday, Kyle. Yeah,
Right.
40, and then 40, 40, 40, 50, and boom. I couldn't hold it, to be quite honest. At this point, I thought it was done. So I closed it right there at 40, 80, 40, 70. I was out right here. I didn't, right? Now, what I failed to recognize was that we were doing above average. Yes. So I failed right there. That should have been like, but it wasn't easy. I'll tell you, it was not easy to hold it. It's not easy to hold it unless I walked out of my desk. So this will be like the type of action that I'll look today. Today we had it again. Look, if we have an alarm of 40 or 40-20, we could have done it. And you'll be, what's the risk? You know, if we're paying attention, let's say we have AMD as the strongest stock that we want to see and we want to watch, and we got to stop at 40 or 39.70. What's the worst that can happen? We buy 40, we put a stop 20 cents below. Worst case scenario, we get stopped by 20 cents. Best case scenario, you're in the swing already, right? You take profits, end of the day, you make 4 times your risk, and now you have a free trade just to see if tomorrow we're going to continue running. Who knows? So this one goes into my watch list, absolutely. And I want alarms at the 40, at the 40-40, because this is not exciting. This only moves like $1, but but it's good. I mean, we should follow AMD. It's been trading very well. Okay, how is the volume today? 145%, so it's in play. Absolutely. So we got it, right?
Okay, yeah, we got it.
I'm not sure I have those, so let me do 40, 45. Even 39.60. I'm gonna put another one here. What else? The guys are asking anything in particular? Anything?
No. Question on there was a question on what EMAs you have displayed.
In here?
That was it.
Yeah, it's just the 20 on the VWAP in here. Because this is my shorter time frame. So all I want to know is like how far, like when it gets extended, I want to know that I'm extended. So that's when it gets like really hard for me to hold, like at 40, 70 when the VWAP is at 40. So it's a double-edged sword, to put it that way.
Right. Yep.
Because I'm like, yeah, I'm too far from the VWAP, but it's hard to hold. But yeah, so sometimes he helped me, sometimes it's to my detriment. That's why indicators, you gotta use them with
a grain of salt.
absolutely. Someone's asking, and now we got AMD, so I'm gonna run to guys. You guys want to see ATVI? That is, I think we hold 5280 again. Let's do the. I saw sweeps at 60 finally. Right?
I saw that today. Yeah.
Right. So this is what's going on. It's just a drain in energy. So I'm not even over managing this. I think I have some longer term, like I got 60s and.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
But those I have like forever. Like.
Oh okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got an alarm on 56, and I took this. It's like on the back burner.
No,
it breaks.
I like.
Need that handle to break.
Reason why I have it is because I really like the pattern, meaning this one that we got. And like you guys know, I was buying into here, so I'm writing those 60s from whatever. So I'm like, I don't even care if I get not stop, but like I'm not even watching them, right? What I do care is that one of these days we just wake up and they just out of the blue gap it up to 64, and I have no exposure on that one. So that's
right.
that's what I want to avoid. So, but this is it. This is I know some of the guys are actually actively managing and trading this one. So that's the 52. We went a little bit below the 5280 that I like, but still, I mean, this is where we are, guys. We never broke this. We're still in here. So what we did is just, is that bullish? Yeah, I think it is. We held the level 52. It's hard to hold when you're like at 57. Now you're, guys, this is a 10% reversal, right? So I'm not giving away that much money with my in the money options that I already have. But if I have something out of the money that delta 25, delta 30, I don't care. It's not that much, right? Compared to what I do. So I'll be looking to probably add again. Here's my alarm right there. I don't know what you have, Kyle. I'm looking 5490.
For me, I want to see this handle break, so I'm looking at over 56. But I mean, if it gaps, I'm SOL on this thing. Because I've been trying. We nailed this move from the high 40s up into the mid 50s, but I was stopped out like twice trying to fight this kind of 54 to 56 range. Yeah, and it's just like, all right, I'm done then.
That's the thing, guys. I mean, when we say about get the low hanging fruit, that's, there's easy trades and there's like not that easy trades. It doesn't mean that they're not going to work. It doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to make money, because probably you will be able to make money. But like when the pattern gets this dirty, like I like to say, like this is dirty for me. Like all of these moves, right? It's like, I mean, we're going down now and we're coming from 58 and now we're testing 50. That's almost 10 from 60. That's 15. I don't know. So nothing wrong with waiting for momentum to confirm the move. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter where you get it. As long as whenever we get the real signal, we get some. I think that's the main point, right? That we're trying to make here.
Definitely.
It's just here's what I like. You see that we're doing like that's not a coupon handle. I don't want to get caught into that one. Yeah, probably 56.50. I'm still watching the 55, and I'll tell you why. I think it's like a shorter term. I don't even know why I'm watching 55. Probably an old alarm. Could be an old alarm. I just want to see when, you know, some stocks that I watch, I just keep alarms so that I
Right.
know when they're moving. So I'm like,
Keep an
oh,
eye on
it's
it.
going, yeah, to keep an eye on it, which is a good
Sure.
practice, by the way, guys. You know, because if you only do when you're gonna take the trade, then you totally forget about this one, and then you're like, oh, by the way, this one, whatever happens, you know. So every now and then I get into trades because I have all alarms and just trigger, and I'm like, well, I totally forgot about that name. Let me see what's up. ATVI done. Microsoft.
Hey, what about after Microsoft Target?
Yeah, we'll watch it right now. So Microsoft,
Okay.
what it's interesting is we finally seen some red, right? And I think it's the market. Yeah, it's the same as the SPY, pretty similar,
Sure.
and is trading down after hours. So for Microsoft, I have 150.20 as a level. I think that's where we sold off today. Let me see, like this pattern right here, 50. 50 is a level, could be a level. And let me go to the shorter term, because this we know where it's at, right?
I see that 147. Looks like you got an alarm there.
150 and then 147. Yeah, 147. And then 144. So basically this basis, you know, this is 147, 148. I don't want to get involved into that one, but I would like to buy Microsoft at 144. That's for sure. That'll be my thing. That's what I want, like right here.
Okay.
If we get there, if we don't,
Right.
okay.
Right. For a fresh swing there.
So yeah, so that's where I have alarms. So that's exactly what I do. Like I will know when he's going to 147, then I probably place at 145, and we break 144, then that's the next thing. Oh, so let's do the other one you were talking. Target is just 14% move today on earnings. Was one of the three main gaps that we discussed this morning.
Yeah, and I think only Leonard in the chat caught it. Everyone else was asleep. Oh man.
Oh my god.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, no. It hurts. It hurts. I was like, why? Where's the alarm? Why nobody told me about Target? So why? Let's do a post-mortem here. Why was Target a high outs trade? Basically, we have the volume right here, a lot of volume, right? This is longer term, guys. This is weekly. We have a clear move up, and this is I don't know what they call it, flags, or for me, it's just a continuation pattern, right?
Right.
So
Sure.
you want to see what's up over 115, and I think we took that level pre-market, if I'm not mistaken. So you have a sideways base coming into earnings. Some people will actually bet on this one. I'm not that big into gambling, but I assume this is the prior earnings report, right?
Likely. Yeah.
Likely. So you see the pattern is the same. I think I have a level here, 88.66, trying to buy it. Forget it, it's not 88. So now it's up 50%, and I'm still not part of the target revolution. I'm gonna buy me a dog at least. I'm gonna buy me a dog. So what is it that we want to see? Oh, how would I play this one? Something like this.
Let's look.
Something like this.
Okay.
Yeah. You know,
so kind of like the Tesla, like similar to the Tesla gap, cool off a little.
Exactly. Let it cool. Let's see where people are really willing to step up and pay for this. Today, let me go to the 5. This is the move. Remember, guys, we talked about this last week. The 50-minute. This is what you want, right? and this is where we posted the 124. I say 124, get me in the trade. We missed it. Now it's 127. So most of the move, unless you got in here, which is extremely hard, I won't do it. But I think the range pre-market was 120 by 122. I'm not sure if I posted, but it was 120 by 122.
I had 119 by 122 in the watch list.
Close enough. 119, 122. That works for me. Exactly. So hold a second. So this was the range. Now, would you buy here? I won't, because I've seen it so many times that you come in here and they just keep drifting, drifting. They stop you like 5, 10 times. By the time you take the 6, you say, no, you know what? I'm taking a break because this is not working. Then it goes like this. That's what it is, usually. What happens to me, at least. So I'm once I see it, like, no, I don't want it. What I wanted is when he gets over 22, right? And we have this
right.
formation.
Yes.
Now,
that
this
was a
is
long entry.
Like. Yeah, that was a long entry.
Yeah. So look, are you looking at 124 here moving forward, or because I see some support there intraday?
124, exactly here, same level as today.
Right. Okay.
I won't be surprised if he gets tested again. Right? He may run, but I say if we see it at 124 again, I think we should have alarms and see how we react to 124, 124.30 to try to get. So let's call this one earnings carry. Try to get gaining momentum, and we'll be looking for tomorrow at least. Or this level can be, I'll give it a couple days. It might be maybe at work for a couple days. 124.30 sure. By 124.00. If we break those levels, I will work with the 120, right? Because that was like the consolidation for during the pre-market, and I think the pre-market activity was good. I think we saw good volume in pre-market. Yeah, they have good volume pre-market. Pre-market was 120, 123, 10% gap up, 50% was okay. Okay, so yeah, this could be fun to watch. 124, okay. 124.30. Now, can you play it pure momentum? Yes, you can. Absolutely. Meaning, we take the highs, you go long, and you put a stop under the low.
Got it.
Right? So yes, over prior day high with volume. Likely tomorrow we're gonna see volume. I'll be surprised if we don't do volume tomorrow. We did 772% volume today, 700. Yeah. So we traded 32 million. So there's a lot of action. That confirms the move up most of the times, right? Right. People are buying it. So I wanna, yes, actually, now that I see that volume, we should be looking to, not too crazy to think on jumping in on oh my God, on a momentum trade over highs.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So that's it for Target. Walmart, one of those? No, right? Those are like.
How about Roku? Been playing that.
Every time I play Roku, and I said, I'm not playing this again. It's so hard. And then somebody I'm like, you in Roku? And I'm like, yeah. But I miss like 70% of the trades in Roku. I miss them. I sit them out. I'm just watching. I'm like, that's a level. I'm not doing it. I see the spreads, and I'm like, no, I'm not going. Anyways,
yeah, Roku's tricky.
It's been tricky. I love it at 100. That's when I was trading it. So look at the monthly chart.
Wow,
this is madness. Hard to find a chart like that.
Yeah, that's pretty unreal.
And this one is on record. I know we have the 100, and we say probably go back to 50%
Oh
Fibonacci,
yeah.
like 140, and then we try to sell off, and now we're up here. Is I don't know what's happening with that stock. I don't know how to handle it. And the charts, if they talk to me, I'll take it. If they don't, look at this. Those are the levels that we were working to.
Yeah. Wow.
At some point in time. So we got it, you know, boom, that's it. But then it's like how. I mean,
Yeah, that's crazy. In my notes, I have the 118, 122, and now
there it
we're
is.
in the 160s.
Now in the 160. So that's 40 points on 120. That's 30% in 15 days, right?
Jeez.
Now, what was key, now that we're doing the post-mortem here, is look at the move, look at the volume, right? And it got negated, so he got bought. So we were like, wow, these guys, they really want this stock. Now, here's something. That red bar was yesterday, actually. I thought it was at the high. So, not really telling me much now. I thought it was here at the high, but now the volume was following day. 150, we gotta have an alarm of 150. Speakers, no, that's not what I want. Let me see.
Looks like you already got one.
Yeah, right there. And I think this low is the low from yesterday, 147.50, right? So I know a lot of the guys watch this, so they can play 156, 140. And I'm calling 156 because it's it was the place where they sold it off yesterday, right? Remember we did that peak, that spike? It went to 157.
Right.
So that was like the real trade was 155.50. And I think that was the last time I traded ROKU. So thinking that this was gonna go, right? That this was gonna continue.
Lower, right.
So I'm willing to trade this range, 150, I'm sorry guys, to 140. Why not? Higher, I mean, if we see the momentum going higher, I'll be willing, but I'm more inclined to think an easy trade 150 to 140 on some market weakness. I'm gonna write it down actually.
150 to 140. Okay.
150, 140. The entry will be under 147.52, meaning taking the low from yesterday. And if it happens to be like tomorrow, the day after, I don't know if you have rules for that, Kyle, but you know, like we taking the 3-day low, 3 or 4-day low, that could carry some momentum.
Right.
So that's why that 147.50 could be really important to you. You know?
Is that where? Okay. Is that where that small red bar is?
That's this low right here.
Okay.
47. Yeah, it's 47.50. It's 147.51. I think it was the low from yesterday. So we didn't quite hit. It's amazing that they didn't let it hit 147.49. So that's what we are for ROKU.
Now, if this thing rips through 160, are you waiting for that kind of previous high?
65. Okay. Yeah.
You're waiting for that?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's selling. I mean, we can ignore the tail, this tail right here, but if you go to the shorter time frame, like this one right here, it was not a spike, right?
Right.
Okay. Not a spike, right? And I think there was volume that day too. 3 days ago, let me see if I have it on my notes. 1, 2, 3. What was it? What was ROKU trading? No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it was trading on high volume, but I'm pretty sure it was trading decent volume, right? Through the whole day. I mean, we can see it here. Like almost, we have some spikes over over the average price. And
Right.
look how telling this one, the close,
Yeah.
big volume right
Definitely.
there. And then the next day, they
Gap
drop
down.
it. So that's
So
something.
that high is going to be key there at the 165 to watch. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If we start moving
Mm-hmm.
higher. Okay.
Yeah. So again, to clear, we said 150, 140, right? So we have this level basically we're watching. And if you really want to go long, this will be the level.
161.
But once again, my stop will be 158 probably. So three
That's tough.
for 65.
Ooh.
And it's ROKU. So I know I'm gonna be paying a lot. This one, like you can get trapped in here easily.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was a trap. That was a trap they made yesterday. You can be chasing momentum, but I mean, like, no, not my favorite. I like to keep
Yeah, that was tough.
the doctor away, you know. So for me, that's just too. What else, guys? Because
I
we're about to
think,
wrap it up.
yeah, I think we're, unless anyone has some final charts, we got our 90 minutes. So anyone still with us?
Wow, 90 minutes already. Wow, awesome.
Yeah, that flew by.
Okay.
You guys have any questions or anything?
So ROKU, Target, AMD, NVDA, Disney, Square, Netflix, Tesla. Pretty good, guys.
Yeah, we did well.
Okay.
All right.
Let's continue trading well.
Yeah, we've been it's been, I don't know if you guys caught the conversation in the beginning, but it's been going well in the think tank. Everyone seems to be, especially today, very focused. So keep it up. And then, call out levels discussed today in this webinar. If you see it coming across your chart and no one's talking about it, do us a favor and just shout it out.
And remember, this is a community, guys. So we need feedback from you guys. We need the help. We need the ideas. We need everything. If sometimes we're not that fast to respond, is basically because, I mean, you know that if you trade or you've been trading for more than a couple of months, you know that from 9 a.m. till 10 is like full focus on those ideas that we have prepared over the last night, over the last 15 days or whatever. We've been watching those for, it's not that we just woke up at 9:15 and
rolled out of bed
and read the news. Oh my God, this one's happening, so let me trade that one. That's not the way it works. So sometimes we take a little bit of time just responding or whatever. Sometimes you want to get into a stock that is not on the wish list and you post it at 9:45 and you expect someone to give you feedback. So don't take it wrong. Don't take it personal. It's just the easier thing to do is try to see what ideas are already posted, which one adjusts to your trading style, your personality, your game plan, and try to make money with that, and or pick one of those and help us out. You say, hey guys, you said that you wanted to trade gold today, and by the way, it's going up, so you may want to see it. It's about to break out. It's about to break down. It's making prior highs. It's making prior lows or whatever, right? And then we can discuss when things slow down. Now, if you really have an idea that you love and everything, please make sure to post it before 9 a.m. And I'll be me, Kyle, or one of the other guys. I was more than welcome to. We'll be happy, thrilled, just to take a look and give you a chart. And this is what we think, and we create a plan for that one. But I think the job has been awesome this week. It's been fabulous, absolutely. I mean, if you're down big this week, I can tell you guys just slow down a little bit, try to see the ideas posted, and try to get into the momentum of the group, because it's like there was like money everywhere today.
Right, definitely. Yeah, this morning. I mean.
Yeah, and everywhere.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for your time, guys. Thank you, Kyle, for having me here.
You bet. Thank you. And I'll post up the recording, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
See you guys tomorrow.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.